What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, July 7th, 2016. It's 7/7, lucky sevens. And I'm headed into work for the day. Let's check the Ethereum report, shall we? Claymores? Bobby's setting up those claymores. What is a claymore? Well, I think I mentioned it yesterday, but the claymore is the dual mining setup. So now I'm not only mining Ethereum or Ether, I'm also mining Decred, which I mentioned yesterday. What was I going to say? Oh, so something interesting that I noticed, I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday or not, but one of my miners, my 390, was mining the old method at like 24, 25 mega hash. Once I kicked off Claymore, now it's at like 29. So, and you know, when I was over at Luke's house last night, I noticed that his, you know, he has his overclocked, so he's getting above 30. I think he's getting like 31 mega hash per card, so an extra couple mega hash by overclocking. I'm gonna look into that today if I have time. The 390 cards are a little janky because they require like a fancy monitor to plug in. They're not like my 380s. My 380s, I can just plug in a little monitor adapter and use just a VGA monitor, just a normal VGA screen to view them. So yeah, I don't know if they're necessarily worth the extra $100. I guess they are, if I'm going to potentially keep them and let them do their thing for longer than the month. Today I should be receiving my 480. So I think the 480 gets like 24, maybe 25 mega hash. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this stuff out. But I wanted the 480 for my home computer because it's only supposed to consume at most 200 watts, and I figured it would be good for an internally powered computer that doesn't have a lot of extra power or whatever for accessories and stuff like that. So I know in my home computer I did try one of my 380s, which is somewhat power hungry, and it worked, so I know the 480 should work. Now I just got to figure out which cards I like the most and which ones I want to keep. I know the 480 I'm stuck with. I bought that damn thing for Newegg opening day, and it's not coming until today. One of Luke's buddies was able to score like 5 of these cards through Amazon Prime, so he got them like freaking last week. He's been mining with these things for a week now, and I'm just getting mine today. So what else is going on? Oh, the photo shoot last night was awesome. It was hot though. Like, I don't know. Luke was in a bad mood, and I don't like, you know, I work at a data center all day, so I don't like moving around outside when it's that hot and stuff. But it was nice. I brought a change of clothes. Thank God. I would have died. I was wearing long pants and long sleeves at work yesterday. So, in other news, I know you're gonna see this a year from now, but there's just this Black Lives Matters thing is it's just out of control what the police are doing. I mean, you know, I hate to discount the police because, you know, like their job is just insane. But, you know, there was a couple cases yesterday, or maybe it was even the day before that came out. One is the Alton, where the guy was thrown to the ground by 2 police officers. They were on top of him. Then they yelled that he had a gun, and the cop literally put his gun to his chest and fired off rounds right into the guy's chest, point blank. The guy was down. He was subdued. Even if he was struggling, you know, there was no need to fire off rounds into this guy. So he died. They got it on 2 different camera angles from pedestrians or civilians. And, you know, these cops are going to fucking jail, man. It's bad. Then I just saw another video. I don't know any details on it. Someone just posted on Facebook, but there was a guy driving, and I guess he was a licensed concealed carry or something guy. And he told the officer he was going to reach for his ID. And when he went to reach for his wallet, the cop fired and shot him in the arm. And the guy in the video, he passes out. Like, he's in the car slumped over and he passes out. I don't know if he died or not. The cop was so jacked up on adrenaline, you could tell. I mean, the cop was, you know, shaking that he had to shoot somebody. So I don't know what's going on. This Hillary Clinton thing with the email scandal and all that, that's just, it's unbelievable, man. Like, you know what, unless you've dealt with the legal system, and I learned enough through the divorce process, but until you've dealt with the legal system, you don't realize how biased or crooked or janky it really is. And, you know, this Hillary Clinton case is a prime example of favoritism and, you know, like elitism or whatever you want to call it, where like she's basically untouchable or whatever. It's bad. So everything going on in the country and stuff, it's just bad. It's all a joke. And it's scary. It really is scary. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I just feel like sooner than later, something's got to give. You know, like, we're getting fed up. As a country. And, you know, I hope that doesn't really divide us. It's really interesting because I don't really follow the news, like, at all. Never did. Found out years ago, you know, when I was little, that the news is pretty much only bad stuff, unless you're watching the weather or sports. I'm not into sports, and now the weather I can get on my phone. But I don't know. You know, I keep thinking back, like, people are becoming so wicked and whatever that, like, it's almost like, you know, God's gonna come and wipe us all clear of the earth again. Time to clear us off. Start over. Or I guess you could say clear off the bad people, but it's going to take a lot of good people with them. So I can understand, you know, like, the older I get, I definitely understand more and more stories from the Bible and stuff, and why they could be true, or most likely are true. Tired. So I mentioned yesterday I had a new personal record since resetting my phone, and my steps, I had it up last night. my steps are 13,811 steps yesterday. So I don't know what kind of, I don't remember off the top of my head how many. That's probably 6 miles or something like that. What is it, like 4,000 or 5,000 steps? Maybe not 6 miles. That's a lot though. Like, you know, I didn't realize how tired I was yesterday, and then until I sat down and I was like, damn. So I haven't shot any weddings on the phone since resetting it. I'm sure a wedding's gonna definitely top yesterday's step count. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to mention today. I don't know. So if I can get that card today, I'm gonna have 6 miners up and running, and probably gonna be pulling about 130 to 140 mega hash total. I think I got a little under a week and I have to return 2 more cards. So I'm probably gonna return those 2 and go with 390s. Just because they are a lot cheaper, or I should say they pull a lot better mega hash. So still kind of up in the air what's going to happen with Ether, especially with now they're talking about hard forking. The soft fork was never done because they realized that it would have been a bad thing, or the code or something opened up a lot more problems than they solved. So I don't know. I gotta scan the news and see what's going on with Ethereum, and kind of determine if maybe, you know, I should just pull the plug on this. I mean, it's been fun and all that, but it kind of is a lot of money. And they say don't invest more than you're willing to lose. So we'll see, I suppose, right? All right, well, stay tuned for more. So this is a Hyundai Sonata Sport. I mean, this guy had to been hit pretty hard, but the cabin itself looks well intact, like even the back seat. All right, so just been working on installing some networking stuff. This is the new Gigamon, and I installed the switch and the cable tray organizer. So I got one more left to mount. This guy is gonna go up here, and if we come over here, I got this rack all set. So I mounted the 2 switches. There's one, there's the other one, and 2 cable organizers. Well, there's actually 3. So yeah, this is our new rack. How cool is that? There's the 6508s on the bottom, the Gigamon taps, and up here is all the patches. So they're coming in Monday to install all the patching. We're gonna run all the connections from up here down to all these and all that fun stuff. Coming along. All right, just getting out of work for the day. I'm a little perspired on. It's drizzling. I think it was pouring earlier, and now it's just kind of raining. Going to get tux fitting for Luke's wedding. Stay tuned for more. I think this is the place. Alright guys, so here we are. We're at the place here with my buddy Caleb. Woolsfelt. I can't even say the name, but look at this place. It's ridiculous, huh? Yeah. So we're downloading Pokemon Go. And yeah, you might remember Caleb from last episode when he tried to burn Luke's house down, cooking some burgers, but we got it under control. And I'm Bill. Remember that? Yeah, your dad doesn't remember that. Call me Bill. Well, Bill?
You look like a Bill.
Hey, call me anything you want. It's good. So, I don't know what we're doing here. What are we doing here today?
We are getting fitted for our tuxes.
These are top of the line tuxes. These are like James Bond tuxes, bulletproof. Right? No, not so much. Can I get this? Look at this guy.
Like that? No, darker than that.
Looking snazzy, Luke. Wow, look at those Pumas. What are those?